All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to go over a little bit more of the soap opera related to Errol Spence Jr., Terence Crawford. It now takes to Twitter with back and forths, but will actually a back but not forth between the teams over what's going on with the fight. Let's talk about what happened in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be at 147 pounds, talking about the biggest fight once again. And I'm going to tell you, I am joining a lot of people that are just really tired of this. However, people ask me about it, so I'm going to give you my thoughts on it and review with you guys what happened, so I don't have to have a million DMs. But let's go through it. Errol Spence Jr. was asked a question on Twitter to respond to everything Terence Crawford has been saying over the last few days. And in that particular thread, Terence Crawford's sister responds to Errol Spence Jr. and I thought was a very snarky way. But before we get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. It's your if you're new to the channel, please forgive me messing that up. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. Also, if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter to the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does mean a lot. Thank you very much. Now, there is a way to support the channel if you're so inclined through the super thanks. It's a new way that YouTube has enabled creators to be supported by by subscribers. So if you feel like doing that, it'd be greatly appreciated. If not, let's move into the conversation. All right, first and foremost, I'm asked a lot about this stuff. Okay, I get a lot of DMs about it. I get a lot of questions when I do my live streams about it. So whenever there's some stuff that comes out about the fight, I do a video about it because that's the easiest way to talk to the most people about the questions that I receive. Okay, so, and the reason that I say that going into this video is that obviously Errol Spence Jr. is not paying a lot of attention or giving a lot of credence to what rumors are going on around him on YouTube. So there's a guy that asked Errol Spence Jr. on Twitter, man, please respond to these rumors that are going around with about Terence Crawford. Please, man, come on, clear these things up. Errol Spence Jr. responds and says, you want me to clear up something that you probably heard on YouTube? And he basically says, man, shake my head, refuses to do it, right? Which is very understandable that he would do that, right? Very understandable that he would do that, saying, no, man, I'm not going to get into that. You guys talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. Now, what I found interesting after that was that Terence Crawford's team member, and I think it's fair to call his sister a team member, not going to mention her by name. I really do have a policy of not talking about people's family members, trying to, definitely trying not to be negative about people's family members. I just think that that is a little bit over the top. But she responds and says, yeah, we all want you to respond to this too, right? Which is now Terence Crawford through Blue Blood, and what Terence Crawford, Blue Blood told Terence Crawford, or Terence Crawford told Blue Blood reportedly. What Bernie the Boxer said on his show, which was the ball's now in Errol Spence Jr.'s court and all of that. And now you have Letitia Crawford saying, yeah, we're waiting to hear from you, right? Now, Errol Spence Jr. did not respond to that. And I'm glad that he didn't respond to that, because what else is it? What else is there to really to respond to, right? Now, here's the thing for me. The answers to these questions can very well be found by Terence Crawford and his camp by literally picking up the phone and calling Errol Spence. I know for certain that Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford have each other's phone numbers, right? So if Terence Crawford really wanted to know what was going on with Errol Spence Jr. That is a simple phone call to ask a man, are you going to take the fight or are you not going to take the fight, right? If you have representatives talking to one another, you could easily say, ask your representative to ask their representative, okay, what's the status? What's the status of this? Are you still reviewing it? What's going on? You know what I mean? So to me, at this point in time, and I said this before, that this sounds like a little bit of grandstanding to me. And I don't know whether it's grandstanding because they don't think that the fight is going to happen, whether there is some type of internal thing going on with the money or what have you. But on Terence Crawford's camp, ever since there was a word put out that Errol was going to fight on November 19th, where it was November 19th or bust for Errol, pretty much since that point in time, there's just been a big push in the media through Terence Crawford's camp to put the pressure on Errol Spence Jr. and say, you know, if the fight doesn't happen, it's not on us. The fight, you know, it's on them. You know, but at this point in time, and I'll tell you, man, there's some people who come by my chat and they're always like, Fanon, you know, you need to cover other things. Don't, you know, cover this. And first and foremost, I cover other things. Talk about at least one video on a different topic every day. I do 3 videos a day for the most part, and I do a live stream for 2.5 hours. So there's almost nothing that does not get covered on this channel when it comes to boxing in one of the different pieces of content that we put out every day. However, when you're asked about something constantly, I find it best to respond to it in a video, right? Don't always feel like doing the video, but it's always best to respond to it. Otherwise, you're just going to get inundated with a lot of different questions, and then you're going to have people just, you know, guessing about what your thought processes are on it and what you believe to be the truth. This is what I believe to be the truth in this. The truth is that I don't know what's going on between those two guys. Have no clue. You had Errol Spence Jr. said that he agreed to the offer a long time ago. Terence Crawford says that he agrees to it. You have, I think, the most credible report from the media come out through Lance Pugmire that says that the lawyers are now documenting the agreement and they should be proceeding, you know, beyond that, which honestly would make sense based on, you know, what Errol and Terence are saying and are not saying. But whatever the case is, if they're going to make the fight, hopefully very soon they'll make the fight. And then, or if they don't make the fight, very soon they'll announce that the negotiations have cut off, and they'll move forward, and we'll get a fight with Errol Spence Jr. this year. We'll get a fight with Terence Crawford this year, and it is what it is. However, look, there is really nothing else it's not. Let me put it this way: with Errol Spence Jr. saying, "Hey, man, you know, you want me to respond to something you heard on YouTube?" No, I'm not going to do that. If you guys want to listen to that, listen to it. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. I'm not going to get involved in that. Hey, man, I think that man is taking the absolute 100% right way, thinking the right way about that, because despite what most people say, or many people say, because some people's channels are, you know, people have different channels, but a lot of the conversation that goes on YouTube really is it's just boxing forums, just people talking about what they're interested in. And it's not fair to blame people for talking about what people are interested in, right? Now, if people are making stuff up, just pulling stuff out of whole cloth, or you know, purporting what they're saying as actual fact and they don't know it, that can be something else. But in the end of the day, it can all come out in the wash with the fight being announced, or the fight being announced that it's not going to take place, and moving on, which I am a big advocate of at this point. So anyway, you let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.